Generosity Feeds process and experience was very positive for us. From the earliest experiences we had interacting with the Generosity Feeds team, they brought so much to the table that made our job easier. From their training, Ron came to us and worked with our team of lay leaders in the church. And as ministers, we realized very quickly that this wasn't built on what we were going to be doing. It was going to be built on our volunteers being equipped and empowered to lead and own this event. And we moved into support roles to say, how can we make you successful? And one of the things I really appreciate too, that as we figured out what it was going to look like in Zanesville and said, does this sound right to you guys? They would say, yeah, I think that's the way it's going to look, how you guys do it. So there was a certain customization that came into play, especially the closer we got to the event. So we did it our way within the Generosity Feeds model. And what that led to was a Sunday afternoon that had been built up to over a period of time that had, in the end, almost 500 some volunteers come. And the energy as it built, and I remember being on stage and doing the countdowns of, hey, we're about 15 minutes away. And there's this growing noise, and it reminded me almost of a sporting event. There's this anticipation and joy of something significant's about to happen, and I get to be part of it. And that was for our leaders, all our volunteers who were table hosts or whatever role our people were in. But then the community who had never interacted with us before walked into such a positive, well-developed, well-planned experience that they walked away just raving about how they got to serve. It didn't waste their time. They were able to make a difference. They walked out knowing they'd packed this many meals that were going to feed this many kids. The wins were plentiful, and we got to celebrate so much. And then there's that moment at the end of the Generosity Feeds event. And there's this wall of boxes that are full of all the meals you've packed. And at this room that's been so busy and almost chaotic, but it's not. It's some of the most organized chaos you'll ever see. There's this picture of a team standing in front of this wall of boxes. And people are, pumping their fists. They're throwing their hands up in the air. I've seen, kids on shoulders of their parents. And that group photo that says, we were together today doing something that mattered and is going to change the world. But there's one guy that stands out to me. And to call him a guy, I may be exaggerating because he's 9 years old. And his name is Ben. He has glasses a lot like mine and a shaved head like mine, so he kind of just became my buddy. Through the school that is receiving the meals, the teachers were talking about the Generosity Feeds event coming up, and some of the teachers came and packed meals with us. But Ben and his two sisters and his mom came that day. And to be honest, they're a family that might be able to benefit from the meals we actually packed that day. But they showed up and they spent hours packing meals with us. And I can't wait till the next time we do Generosity Feeds, because Ben and his family are not just going to participate in it, they're going to be leaders in it, and they're going to bring more of their friends and say, come be part of something we found and help us make a difference in our community and our school. That empowering people to make a difference in their own world is going to change everything. And I can't wait to see the legacy of a changed life like that.